Deiondra Sanders opens up on breakup with Jacquees, family drama, and life as a single mom. For Deiondra Sanders, 2025 was supposed to be the year when everything finally fell into place. As the daughter of NFL legend Deion coach Prime Sanders, she has grown up under constant attention, carving out her own path as an influencer, entrepreneur, and personality with a strong voice. Her relationship with rapper Jacquees seemed to represent the fairy tale that many expected her to one day find. A love story unfolding under the public eye, complete with a glittering engagement and the promise of a family. But what began as a hopeful dream quickly collapsed into one of the most turbulent and heartbreaking years of her life. The cracks in her engagement with Jacquees were showing long before the world knew. Publicly, they smiled, posed for pictures, and presented the image of a couple in love. Privately, infidelity accusations, mistrust, and a breakdown in communication eroded the relationship's foundation. When the end finally came, it wasn't quiet. It was public, bitter, and filled with accusations that played out across social media. Deiondra accused Jacquees of cheating. She sparred with rapper Deion, who was rumored to be involved with him, trading jabs online for everyone to see. Even Jacquees' mother, Rosie Thompson, was pulled into the firestorm, making the split not only a personal battle but a feud that spilled into family dynamics and public perception. Yet amid the chaos, Deiondra faced an even greater challenge: pregnancy. While her relationship crumbled, she was preparing to welcome her son, Snow, into the world. She revealed on Regina Carter's podcast Airtime that the reality of her situation weighed heavily on her. Before she even knew she was pregnant, she had already broken up with Jacquees. "I really wanted my family to work," she admitted, her voice carrying the raw vulnerability of someone who had given her all. "I really kept trying and trying and trying because I wanted my family to work. Because I wanted that two-parent household. I wanted my son to grow up where he has mommy and daddy and all that stuff. So, it was like, I really kept trying because of my son." That hope, that stubborn belief that she could stitch the relationship back together for the sake of her child, kept her tethered to a situation that was unraveling in real time. She dreamed of stability, of raising Snow in the kind of family dynamic she once saw, even though her own parents, Deion Sanders and Carolyn Chambers, had divorced after 9 years of marriage. The irony wasn't lost on her. Despite witnessing the pain of a broken marriage in her childhood, she was now enduring the collapse of her own engagement as she stepped into motherhood. Her pregnancy itself was difficult. The emotional stress of public feuds, rumors, and personal heartbreak made what should have been a season of joy into a period of immense pressure. And when Snow was finally born, Deiondra stepped into the daunting role of single motherhood with courage, but also with a heavy heart. Her son became her focus, her pride and joy, and her social media presence began to reflect a woman determined to build positivity around her child, even while the behind-the-scenes reality remained far more complicated. Co-parenting with Jacquees, she admitted, has been anything but smooth. "Just wait till you're married to have kids," she said candidly in the podcast conversation, her words carrying the weight of lived experience. "Like, everything I'm going through, I never thought I would be the one to go through it because of how I was raised." What stung most was not just the failed relationship but the constant reminders of betrayal and disappointment. When you have a child, you try to make your family work no matter what, because you do want that family dynamic. But with me going through something hurtful and heartbreaking so bad, it's an everyday reminder. The everyday reminder often came in the form of public spats. Her feud with Deion and Jacquees' family fueled endless trolling online. When Deion fired off a cryptic tweet, "Doing press, being pressed," Deiondra responded with a scorching counter. "Being pressed is telling his mama Ms. Rosie how you still want him. Telling his mama you wish it was you." The feud spiraled when Rosie Thompson herself stepped in, calling Deiondra a dummy. Deiondra shot back with accusations that Rosie had stolen money from Jacquees, deepening the ugliness of the breakup. By then, it was clear that Deiondra's relationship with Jacquees' family had hit a breaking point. On Airtime, she admitted as much. "We don't really have no relationship anymore," she said bluntly when asked about Rosie. I feel like everyone hits their breaking point when you've been disrespected numerous times. You're bound to get disrespectful because it's like, I'm not fully healed yet. So you come for me, don't matter who you are, you know? And it was wrong. I have said things in the past that shouldn't have been said that way, outspoken, but it's only so many times someone's going to let someone keep disrespecting you. Her honesty has been both a strength and a target. As an influencer, Deiondra lives much of her life publicly, and the openness with which she speaks about her struggles has made her relatable to some and a subject of ridicule to others. The internet can be ruthless, and her decision to share her experiences has drawn waves of support, but also waves of trolling. Yet she doesn't back down. Her story, she believes, is worth telling. Not to glamorize the pain, but to remind others that heartbreak, betrayal, and single parenting are battles many women face. Despite all of the bitterness, Deiondra has chosen to focus forward. Snow is her priority, and her social media presence increasingly reflects a mother determined to celebrate her son above all else. Every smile, every milestone, every photo she shares is a testament to the love she is determined to give him, regardless of the fractured relationship with his father. Looking back, she admits that her father, Deion Sanders, and the rest of her family supported her decision to try and make things work with Jacquees. They respected her choice, even when they might have had doubts. But in the end, even the support of family couldn't patch a relationship so deeply strained. What remained was Deiondra herself. Stronger, scarred, but resolved to build a future for her son outside the shadow of her failed engagement. As she reflects on the past year, Deiondra Sanders calls it one of the most challenging stretches of her life. From betrayal to pregnancy, from feuds with in-laws to the harsh reality of single parenting, she has endured a gauntlet of trials. And yet, in every post she makes, in every candid admission on podcasts, one thing shines through: resilience. The fairy tale may have ended in heartbreak, but the story didn't end there. For Deiondra Sanders, the next chapter is about healing, rebuilding, and raising Snow in an environment of love, even if it looks different from what she once imagined. As she reflects on the past year, Deiondra Sanders calls it one of the most challenging stretches of her life. From betrayal to pregnancy, from feuds with in-laws to the harsh reality of single parenting, she has endured a gauntlet of trials. And yet, in every post she makes, in every candid admission on podcasts, one thing shines through: resilience. The fairy tale may have ended in heartbreak, but the story didn't end there. For Deiondra Sanders, the next chapter is about healing, rebuilding, and raising Snow in an environment of love, even if it looks different from what she once imagined.